A lot of people ask about explainability, and we've got two new the classifier and predictor measurements and the net measurements have always been very good at giving very concrete information that is very quantified of things like what's the accuracy rate of a model. What these two new SHAP and ICE plots do is to give you a very qualitative feel for why. So here's the example to kind of make this make sense. I've done a classic demo example. I've got some data sets on wine quality, and I've used this fully automated predictor function to say, take that data, and we want to predict the wine quality column out of, I think there's about 10 measurements. And then we're going to use the test data that we held back to do predictor measurements on it. And then I'm going to ask for one particular measurement, which is this SHAP plot that is brand new in version 13. And here's the result that we get. And it gives us just a general oversight about which features matter in predictions. So if we look at the alcohol level at the top, we can see that how strong the alcohol is got the largest impact on the possible quality. It makes plus or minus about half a point to the wine quality. This is a quality score from, I think, 1 to 9 or 1 to 10. So it makes the biggest difference. And then the coloring is feature value. So what this is telling me is that when the alcohol level, for whatever reason, is saying this is a bad wine, actually there are lots of other ways to know it's a bad wine. That's a low feature value. Whereas when something's had a very positive impact from its alcohol quality, actually that's the strongest indicator that this could be a good wine. So you can see that some of these things have very low impact. Some of them, it's the opposite way around, which way the feature is valuable and which it isn't. Some, the feature is always of mixed value. So the residual sugar doesn't seem to be terribly important because it's never the only feature that tells us what's going on. Neither is it a very impactful one. So if we wanted to drop a feature, maybe that's the one to consider getting rid of. The other one, the ICE plot, tells us how does it impact. So if we look at fixed acidity, what we can see is that generally, as fixed acidity goes up, the quality of the wine goes down. So on the whole, you can see all of these lines are generally sloping downwards. And we can see that really it has no effect if the fixed acidity is below somewhere around 6. And it has no effect once you get beyond 9. It's not going to tell you anything new. We can see that with volatile acidity, there's a kind of bimodal distribution. There's a whole bunch of wines where it really doesn't make any difference. And there's a bunch of wines where as the volatile acidity goes up, the quality goes down. And so we can do this across now at a glance across all of these dimensions to see what is good or bad. In some of them, it's not high or low. It's actually having a mid value for total sulfur dioxide. Too high is bad, too low is bad. The midpoint, the sweet spot for best sulfur dioxide seems to be around the 120 mark.